Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LEC Spring 2025.
Maybe looking for a bot lane player, or at least to help his bot lane crash this wave so they can look at reset themselves.
Any wards in bot river dagger or bot brush? I see none. There's the full engage. Niski, will he die before? And Linces gets in, flash away immediately. First blood over to Super, but a quick on trade. Alvaro might give them a double in the setup as Kazi looks for it, but Elioya coming to cover again. Onto Linces, he audacious charge in, but he's a level down over Linces. And there's just a re-engage, a flash immediately into mortal peril. The will shown. And Linces with a great game.
Yeah, because Linces didn't reset, he managed to pick up his bot side.
Vitality willing to take it if it turns into a fight, because Linces has ulti now as well. Alvaro is just doing zone control. Dragon's going down quick enough with Jojo helping out now as well. You can see Nucko's moving into fog of war maybe to set up for a TP, but no. Dragon goes down in the end. Koi pick up first objective down bot.
Yeah, but Karzi ended up wasting a lot of time kind of poking his head into...
shrunken. Yeah, I can tell you for a fact there is no more wave in about 2 seconds, so... Really good point out, Dagda. Kazi's now in top lane as well. Nucko's going to get some attention. The only way this works is if Mirwin goes down, and he just popped his ulti for the wave. We didn't see it, but he's got nothing in the tank. Kazi gets the kill, and you know what? Wave versus a kill, they're about even.
Yeah, I mean, look, you lose a little bit, but the fact you get the kill going to help out quite substantially. And Nucko going to be able to TP down now when he resets to pick up that bot side wave as well and push it in. But Movistar Koi, I think members top side.
I mean, they're a bloody team and they love to fight in the mud. Niski could be in trouble, but Linces helping out with his ulti again. But the ulti from Elioya just killed his mid laner. I don't think Elioya meant to do it, but he just botched the play. Alvaro running away after a double's given over, and Linces just got hand-fed on an Easter Monday.
Oh, it's a mess. From as he starts to move forward into the rest of the game. And in a support Linces kind of style, this is where Vitality could try and play through him. It just means that Linces has to be on point with using this advantage.
Nucko flashing away. He has Nimbus close, so he got some movement speed from his flash, but now he's overheating. Alvaro knows a crash down. Good dodge away. Nucko with a fancy feed. Shattering strike. His dodges are insane, but Nucko, the snip, the sidestep. Oh. He doesn't get away. Mad respect to the top laner of Vitality. He almost got away with it.
Yeah, just couldn't.
10 seconds. Yeah. 10-second advantage, Dagda. Yeah, it's a slim window.
Yeah, I mean, look, Vitality already know that they're kind of pushing control over the map state, so they're going to be happy to just go for it. Can get caught, Linces can get caught, Nucko can get caught, but when you're playing on the back foot and trying to catch waves, it's a lot more difficult to be in position.
Flash engage though is beautiful. We pause because Jojo Pune has earned his own flash seismic shove. Brilliant. Niski might die in response, and with one shot he does. Jojo's still alive until a spear connects, but Linces is still in trouble. Alvaro gets a stun down, and I'm seeing no one nearby, so maybe trouble's the wrong word, as it was a focus on mid from Super. He left the kill there.
Yeah, the reason was Karzi ended up ulting onto him, using that killer instinct, so then Super burnt the barrier, had to stop with the curtain call as well. So nice play from Karzi to support what was turning into a bit of a disastrous play on bot side.
Good catch there, Dagger, as well, as Mirwin jumps forward, but Nucko has Electro Harpoon, exhaust out, Needlework is going to follow. Mirwin gets some healing, but Nucko spacing well. He's in danger zone as Elioya ults straight away, looking for the knockup, but can't find it. An Electro Harpoon would slow down further as that teleport is looking to buy time, but Niski also on the way up. This fight is far from over, but Koi running for their lives against Vitality is not
into these side lanes.
And we've seen it as Equalizer comes out in the picture-in-picture. I mean, Nucko is doing well in the individual 1v1, and there's that Pantheon ult, but Mirwin buying time again. The Needlework is out. Nucko under turret has to dissuade it for now, but Linces gets some good damage, and finally attacking those side lanes. It works out then. It took a little bit, but Vitality maybe taking your advice a bit.
Hey, it manages to work, right? I didn't expect it to be able to work as effectively, but they managed to get Mirwin. It goes down, that's going to be a side lane tower. Looks like Movistar Koi going to try and trade for Rift Herald, but a tier 2 and a lot of that gold going into the hands of Nucko. Overall, Vitality getting a lot of gold and also giving a lot of that gold to Nucko here.
Yeah, I mean, this Rumble is going to be in a pretty good position, slowly climbing up individually. Nucko might have to just stay and accept defeat, but he flashes away, also gets the turret. Localized gold, I believe, picked up as 600 now the lead individually. Up as he gets movement speed from the E, and there's a Mega Blast cone there. Linces now looking at a new target because Jojo might be caught out. There's no turret here. He wanted to push out the wave, but a little bit greedy here with no mana at all. I mean, yeah, TP, he's going to die in an instant. One more E. Nucko eventually going to hit, and he flame spitters into the bush. Jojo, big mistake.
Yeah, I think as Jojo, maybe if you just TP'd immediately, you would have been able to get out of that.
They've got this reliable Victor win condition, and let's not forget Kazi as well. As I think in winter we're talking about him being one of the best team fighting AD carries. It's been up and down, I think, with Vitality's fall, and Vitality's inconsistencies. As Equalizer going to be put down, Mirwin's still going to find this turret, but yeah, Kazi's definitely someone who, if you get into a team fight, he
try and force, especially with the exhaust down.
Walking.
Yeah, there doesn't really seem to be anyone from Movistar. They're slowly starting to move in.
Kazi is not doing the undercut now. He's the biggest DPS, which is interesting to me. They're not looking to force it. They're probably looking for a turn here, but Vitality is a three-man unit sitting in front for now. Nitsky popping up the ulti. Alvaro, ulti's in first, though. A great engage from Koi. They press the go button to equalizer. Lines the right side of the fight, but Mirwin, you see, starting to sit down until Linces just shows his face. The Pantheon so far ahead. I think he pressed Q twice and the health bars are gone.
Nitsky barely managed to get that ultimate off in time and hit Jojo Pyun out of...
Second for Koi. Baron also spawning at the same time. Top's going to be crucial because Nuko has a TP advantage here. Chayak and Jojo Pyun even right now. Vitality just starting the Dragon though, and you can see Koi have no interest in this whatsoever. Vitality just going to move to 3 Drakes nonchalantly, and there's no real response apart from hitting a couple of waves.
He really needed to go for it. Again, like, Vitality struggled to kind of start these fights, so unless you were worried about a flash engage from Linces or maybe even a Grand Starfall there, it felt a bit unnecessary, but Jojo feeling the pinch, ends up tossing it out. Amirin, you can see, is kind of leaning from this bot lane up into mid as they want to fish for something.
Wants the face check, and again, remember that Linces is going to be able to survive a long time. Damage is already great as Nitsky gets out of there after a shove. Seismic shove doesn't work on the other side, though. Poppy ult again. Nitsky has found a good target, and Mirwin just runs in for free food. Nuko's on the side. Alvaro's just going to get ulti down. He won't escape that Sinners. Jojo now with nothing up and available. Kazi ulti's in under the turret, and even though Vitality look ambitious, they've found a couple of picks, and Koi just caught snoozing.
Mirwin TP so deep in behind Vitality that they just turn and burn him. There was nobody on Movistar Koi who could follow up, and now Vitality, they're on towards the Baron. And a Baron at this stage, like, this is going to be potentially game-breaking for Vitality.
It really is. We didn't even get a Baron fight over it. As we look at the replay, and again, Alvaro, he wanted to check this brush, and he gets caught for it.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're in a position where Supa's able to follow up, and Jojo's able to follow up, or even wall them off from escaping, okay, you're in a good spot. But again, Nitsky hits Jojo Pyun out of the fight, and have to see exactly what the plan is as Movistar Koi.
Oh, it's a good equalizer. Look at that.
Great equalizer.
Flashes in as well. He did it yesterday, even in the loss, and Nuko does it again. This top laner showing up with each and every day in the LEC as the rest of Vitality hitting the side pieces now. Mirwin has done a good job to survive, speaking of top laners, but in the end, Nitsky takes care of business, and Vitality will run that business all the way home.
That equalizer was huge from Nuko. The rookie stepping up for Vitality once again, and now they're starting to push themselves forward for a Game 1 win.
I felt it yesterday on the Jack stack. I'm feeling it again on the Rumble. He's becoming more and more reliable. Vitality becoming more and more dangerous. And if they can play games like this, there's good things on the horizon, as Koi didn't stand a chance, had no voice in this Game 1, and Vitality stinging like the bee they are to open up the series.
A phenomenal, impactful in a fight, I want to say. Wrong word there, but basically you always have reliable, that's the word I was looking for, in a team fight, because you can just steal the Nair ultimate and you don't have to balance the mini Nair, which is kind of...
Again, not too surprised in this. It's electrocute taken here for Jojo. It was good engaged by Alvaro, but again, re-engage from Nitsky probably going to be better. Kazi with a massive bullet back, and just kind of what you expect when you watch these two go head-to-head. As Linces is now mid. Jojo might have to burn a flash. It's a room prison. Chayak burns his flash first, and Jojo's just dead. Well done. Great timing from Linces again.
And that's how you set up in a theory. The immediate flash forward from Chayak already had that on towards the respawning Raptors, but just seeing if they're going to be up and available and getting a timer on them. But Yoya should be back onto the map before you can kind of stick around as Linces. It's a nice trade here.
I mean, all lanes of Vitality. There's Absconder. Nuko with a solo kill, and that is why you give Daddy Silas.
And he is popping off. The Kingslayer damage at the end being enough to just finish off the low health of Mirwin, not flashing away from the abduct, means he ends up falling down.
I mean, the disrespect, but more importantly, Nuko just sending it in. It has been this week, I mean, I don't say evolution because I feel like it's been a slow evolution, but like, we are now seeing more and more highlights from Nuko, and it is so nice to see that with his comfort zone adding in champion pool, he's showing up against big top laners and he's winning.
Yeah, and I think like this was what we saw a lot in EMEA Masters, was Nako kind of being this guy who would bring out all these cool, fancy counter picks, but actually be able to perform on them. And now at the LEC level, he's doing the same.
There's an engage coming through. Koi want to find something back, but the Dark and Daggers are so powerful. Alvaro has to flash away, but caught on the tippy tail by Niski. Already the feats of warfare down. Jojo has to flash away, almost getting caught by another Q from Chayak, and Lensis is off to the races.
Yeah, I didn't know that the runes per Lensis wants to try and start off this dive, but a good word from Mirren, he runs the hell away. But this is what I was talking about, like, this Nefiri is so good on tower dives, that W resetting tower aggro, making you invulnerable is so nice. And even then afterwards, if it's on the way out, your dogs pick up the aggro afterwards, so you're good. But round warp, Nefiri's in.
Bring some dogs with him as well. That'll just go straight to Dragon. That area already started off. He was on a warp, but he's at half HP, so it makes the fight afterwards a little bit more impossible. Kazi and Niski look for the 2v2, but Super holding onto that ultimate just in case.
A little bit, because like the way you want to play this Nako is when Mega Gnar runs out, then you go in.
Yep.
So you can see him stepping forward as this starts to teeter out. And now we're going to have to give him some. There you go.
Some wiggle room, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen.
Good sidestep. Chain Lash doesn't connect. And look, Elyoy is here buying some time as he'll have an impale though if the Scorpion comes in. So he needs to come in the last moment. Engage. Jojo doesn't get a charm. Chayak is going to get a room prison up as well. He overloads him, sends him right to hell. Good quickness timing, and there you go. The Ari ulti comes out in response. Alvaro's now made the roam down as he looks for Chayak with no mana, and Jojo having an ulti up. All he needs is the chain, the combo up against the wall. Nicely done. Timing really great from Alvaro. Niski just hoping to get out of there after all said and done, but Orb of Deception. Jojo flashing forward under turret. Might be to his death now. The hounds are set out. It's a pursuit of legends from Lintus. A trade, but a beneficial one from MKOI.
MKOI will take it. Chayak not getting the flash away from Alvaro's engage. Then Niski end up going a bit too far, but Mir win.
Okay, MKOI, it's going to be another fight against the wall first. Nako does it again! He makes it so you get wackoed into the wall. 2-0.
The timing perfect from Nako as well. If Mirren had been able to press a button where these grubs going across the Vitality.
But running into the Dark and Daggers, every time it hits a second, the dogs get unleashed and just pounce. Alvaro got poked out already. There's a smite and engage. Alvaro flushes in, but Chayak with good sidestep. Niski again playing through the coil of going up and down, all around.
Right.
Lintus waiting to get out of the pit as the bullet time layers down. It's grubs taken. Kazi cleanses as there's a realm warp. They're going to fight again. Vitality are psychos. Impaled, but immobile. Lintus press W and it's all okay. Alvaro runs out with Immortal Will or Unbreakable Will, but Lintus knows how to break it. He flashes in, sends out the daggers, eviscerates again. Vitality getting poked out of Super. He's playing with fire, actually gets a kill as well. I feel like we're doing the same fun fight that Vitality are known for around this top side of the map. It ends there.
Vitality wanted those kills. Being charmed and using the cleanse, but watch here as they start to follow up. So you get the invincibility to dodge the impale. Alvaro gets locked up with the charm onto Rise, but now Jojo.
I mean, it's a stolen ulti from Nako. Jojo peeling under the turret. Nako's tanking up. He's got Rod of Ages. Goes back in. Absconder. Nako flashes Chainlash. This guy's out of his mind. Jojo with the outplay, but Nako. That guy is crazy. What the hell?
Nako wanted that so badly, but it's not to be. The man attempted to stall on Jojo. Ends up taking it a little bit too far. Now Movistar KOI starting to move in. Jojo Pyun coming out of base. Alvaro?
Coming out in a big way as well, but Alvaro's going to be targeted in. The Hound's pursuit lands, and it's a reset time. Super going to be in trouble. He doesn't have the ulti available after the last fight, and KOI are going to lose two in a blink of an eye. Jojo looks for that Orb of Deception right now. He needs it, but Lintus out of range and out of mind. Dragon's still there.
No, it was stolen. It was stolen by Elyoya as all that went down. So Elyoya managed to sneak in upsets. And honestly, it's coming off the back of these teams like BDS and Vitality stepping up massively. Now, still a long way to go. Vitality still have to close this game out, and they still have like Nefiri, which is difficult to play around at times. You also have like Nako and the Silas, like no real true tank, although you do have the Unbreakable Will for Silas, which helps. But certainly Vitality, we want to see them try and close it out as almost cleanly as they did last game.
Well, finding a pick here might help out because Chayak, even though under a turret and even though into a Mega Gnar, Lintus jumping in. Mirwin's just not that strong at this point in the game. Mega Gnar invulnerable. How annoying is the call of the pack? The call of Riot right now needs to be brought in because Lintus is again making himself OP.
And what are Movistar KOI going to do in mid?
Vitality know they'll pounce. Nako try to do exactly that onto Jojo. Kingslayer in good chunk. right before the objective. Absconded done. I mean, this guy wants to go in all the time, even under a turret. I think he's glad that he didn't connect.
But it doesn't matter, because look at the trade. Like, how does JoJo stay here? You know that Neferi and Niski are in this topside jungle, so you've now got to back away. And Nako, that play, nets top tower.
Yeah.
Like, it's these trades that are going well, and now Mirren needs to be careful.
He is going into Mega Knight. It's going to be a health advantage, but Shayak chunks him as well. If you don't think Herald's going to Vitality, well, it sure as hell is now.
But how do you even try and contest? Because Nako's about to walk up, steal Alvaro's ultimate away from him, and then have that as a big front line now for this potential fight.
Yeah, he's got the Alistar ult in hand. Nako going to zone out. JoJo, Orb Deception, absconded away from. Kazi's just zoning and slowing down. Oyoya just wants a target. Herald at 4k, the potential smite fight coming in. Koi in front as 4 as the Unbreakable Will going to be popped out, and a big Alistar rolls in, but not the one you expected. Impale sidestepped out, a re-engage the Unbreakable Will that's going to be a little bit worse. It's got a duck, hits the backline. Nako's run out of the ulti though, the bullet time. He's charmed, he might die. JoJo looking for the retake, but Linces gets an ulti reset. Mirwin's come in with the Mega Naba on the cringe of it. Nako, he gets the Herald Eye, but it flushes away, and Kazi just tries to survive. He wants to get out before giving away too much to Koi, but JoJo will find him. Elyoya on top as well. A couple of kills going down, and again, Vitality, the bloodthirsty rage, nets 3 kills over to Koi.
They just went that bit too
Teams from hell. As meanwhile, Bot Dragon's going to be done. Vitality start this off, and there ain't no jungler down here, so Elyoya's just going to have to give it up. Against Nako, the thing is, even though they lost that fight dagger, they got Herald, and it's on the Silas. So side lanes are a very real risk.
It's also especially when you can so easily
Lince is maybe just trying to draw an attention as he's found Elyoya. The dogs are sent over. They do a decent amount of damage. And Vitality still care more about the mid turret than they do about this objective bot.
So they're trying to see if they can get vision control just in the enemy jungle on this bottom side of the map. Vitality looking to sync up now with Shayak. It's more again and just slowly getting control over these routes into the different lanes.
Yeah.
As long as you control them, the value from this rise starts to go sky high. But Anakan started, and I don't know if MKOI are in position to stop this. It's not going down too quickly though.
They spotted out now at the very least. Shayak is on zone control though. Mirwin going into Mega Nard, but against the wall, doesn't expect it. Before he goes Mega, he goes Bullet. Mirwin's out though, but the re-engage is good. They found a pick on the Shayak, so the rise is dead. Yes, Herald's there in top lane getting a charge, but a teleport from Nako stealing Alvaro's ult means Vitality thinking about how they can get a 4v5.
Again, we're kind of seeing Vitality just go that little bit too far, too quickly. Nako not there. They used the Rift Tower on that top side as well, but Mirren's now reset to deal with that. So, on the all in all, MKOI hold on, and they're covering a lot of those wins that were there for Vitality. Looks like, though, mid lane tower will fall, at least something for Vitality.
It is something, but, you know, not getting the charge on top. It's like skipping a couple of steps. Thinking about what target to take. Elyoya, the first target, getting zoned off, and Alvaro without his ulti, if he gets caught out again, he will be dead, and that's an opening for Vitality.
Yeah, but Vitality playing slow. Good flash from Shayak away from the pulverize combo, because they were looking for poke and prodding, and they were starting to get that damage onto Mirman and JoJo, but now spread. MKOI trying to take a river.
Niski zoning off, but Mirwin's timing is exceptional. He's about to go into Mega Nard as Dragon is at 4.5k. Koya just running down this river, holding control as Mega Nard is now there, and Vitality know they have to get out. Lince is thinking about how he does over the wall with his flashes. The engage is there. Nako takes the Alistar ulti, and it's still held on to. A reset for Linces as well. An opportunity. Vitality might not get the Dragon, but they're killing them all. Take them all down one by one. Vitality split the fight and make their blood drool.
They managed to get these small, isolated skirmishes.
At the very least, it doesn't matter because Dragon's an afterthought. It's 4 members dead. And Baron over to Vitality, that bottom turret falling as well. If you thought they were falling off a little bit, think again.
Yeah, and this is where it's a great setup for Mirren if Vitality are here, but Linces hops over the wall, the bullet time splits out Movistar Koi, Nako deals the Alice from the top line, Linces gets access to the back line, and Linces, the invulnerability again, denies Elyoya as he tries to save Supa, and again Mirren completely separated on the top, but Elyoya managing to get away, top lane tower gonna fall, Shayak pushing in mid, Realm Warp not quite up and available, but I still think this is where you do have to get a little bit
1 versus 2, I don't think Nako cares. That guy's got 3.5 items.
Yep, but the cannons are doing the work. Alvaro goes in on Niski, but it doesn't really mean anything. Linces is zoning out. Nako going forward.
I mean, Mirwin might be in trouble. There is an Ari there. Nako is a bit of a tank. He's got 4,500 health. Dude, emotes in their face because the cannon might just take down the inhibitor turret. Mirwin capped again. Alvaro's here. What's he gonna do?
Watch as Nako runs away, and the rest of
Flowers for Vitality. Sniff that.
I mean, applauses as well. Like, this has been incredible. Thank you. That's it. But like Vitality, this has been clean. It has been a phenomenal early game again. Like Chayak and Lindsay.
It's like, yo, SK today showing up. Sorry, not SK, but Rogue showing up in a big way as Chain's Corruption was sent out. Nako again. He draws the whole team, by the way. Oh dear. Alvaro might just be caught out here, Dagda, as I'm looking down bot. Where is Mirwin? Mirwin's not involved at all while his team is just dying. Alvaro going to be first up. Realm Warp in. Nako joins the show. Double knockup from Niski. Vitality want to end it right here, right now. Mega, he's run out. He's a small, squishy little dinosaur.
Wait a
while
second.
Vitality are putting them to extinction. Nako under turret again. He's a tank. He cares not. He takes a couple of shots, but he's at half HP. He's got a Mega now. He'll use it better. And this is Nako's world. We are just living in it.
It's Vitality's topside popping off. Lindsys, Chayak, and Nako taking down Movistar KOI. What a sick performance from the newest players to the Vitality lineup.
Analysts in shambles, co-streamers questioning. All in all, LC at the end of week 4. The LEC is delivering exceptional results. Welcome your new Vitality. If we see more of this team like that,